It's always very loud.
On my end, that was wild.
What happened?
Not used to that.
Get used to what? Am I?
Hello, Ori?
Mars can't hear me, but chat can hear me. Give me a second.
Hello?
Interesting. Hello?
Uh-oh. Why can't I hear?
This is a Mars thing. This is not a Ori thing. Something
Hello?
on your end, Mars. We're trying to fix it. Yes.
Oh, okay. I hear you through Twitch.
You guys hear
And I'm still
us
coming
both.
through. But I can't hear you on Discord for some reason. That's weird.
Yeah, that's on Mars's end. I checked my mic. My mic on Discord is correct. So, well, hello to everybody else.
Oh, Ori, I can now hear you through Twitch.
Oh, yes, but it's very
See
delayed.
if I can figure out this Discord thing. It's incredibly delayed, yes. I'm gonna re-enter the call. I'll see if it reconnects.
Mars didn't mute me. She would never. Alright. Oh, help wanted. But the position is filled. So rude, I know, indeed.
Liz.
Hello.
Hello. Hopefully it
Oh.
doesn't do that again.
Okay, well, if you're fixed, you're fixed. Fantastic.
I didn't even do anything. Literally, you were fine for one moment, and then the next moment it just dropped you.
Very odd.
Very odd indeed. Well, if that's the only scuff tonight, I will happily take it.
I am currently attempting to get all of the emojis and everything up for the correct thing.
Oh, very, very nice.
This is right. It is. Good. Yep, I'm on the last one here. But hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the Kaz's art prompt night, which is me just wanting to do a thing with Kaz's community that I just
Ori just
don't
wants
get
to
to
vibe,
do.
you guys.
I do want to vibe. What the fuck happened here?
I don't know.
Stop. Okay.
What's it
It's
doing?
being weird. I'm clicking the wrong buttons. I'm not used to it. I had a busy day at work today.
Oh, what went down?
There is this one location that I have to travel to sometimes. You know, it's one of the boroughs. And it's cursed.
Oh.
Every time I try to go there, something happens.
Uh-oh.
So the first time I ever went there, the job got canceled. And it's far away, so I have to, like, get up early. So it's far away.
Oh,
and
it's this place.
Yeah. And so I got up early, and I get to the place, nobody shows up, it's canceled. I have to go somewhere else. Which, again, I'm getting paid for that time, so it's not, like, the worst possible thing, but it is just kind of funny. Went, again, to the same job in the same place, got canceled again. But now I actually waited even longer, so that's really funny as well.
Fun.
Third time, going to the same general area, but a different job, I got a flat tire. That was when I got that flat tire last week? Last week.
Yes, and you abandoned your rims on the side of the road.
Yes, hey, I got it back. It's all fixed. We're all good.
That's a plus.
Again, I changed. You have to add, you are allowed to tell the story of Ori's dumbness if you include the fact that with no help from anybody else, she changed her own damn tire, okay? I could be stupid after that.
That's still very impressive.
That first part is important.
I will give you that. You still left your rims on the side of the road.
I was in Mad Max? No, I wasn't in Mad Max. And it'll never happen again. We're done. I'm a tire changing guru now, okay? I know all there is to know now. I've possibly changed more tires than everything. See? This is what I'm saying, Dichotomy. I can change my own tire. Nicole!
You have lived and you have learned. Oh, hey,
Are you the surprise? Because I'm surprised you're here. Unless it's lunchtime already. I don't know what time it is over there for you. Just generally the next day.
I know it's 8 for us.
I know it's Friday for you already. And then I was gonna say something else. And then so I had to go to that same place today, different job, but same general location. And I show up to meet with this guy, the project manager of the project. He's supposedly supposed to walk me around the area and sort of just do whatever. Turns out he's not in today.
You're kidding.
He didn't show up. So then I had to wait. So I already waited an hour for him to show up. He didn't show up. Lucky
Happy
Nicole.
Lunar New
Happy
Year.
Lunar New Year. Oh, I have
Actually,
to think of food.
Okay, I should have realized it, and it's for the dumbest reason ever. The Lantern Rite Festival activity just came around in Genshin. So I should have known. Like,
know
they
what I
always
have to
coincide that with the Lunar New Year.
It's so sad that it's so close to, like, Valentine's Day. Because, like, last year I did, it was Year of the Rabbit, so I did Felix, because he was a sea bunny-esque sort of thing.
Oh my gosh,
So
Felix.
this year's the Year of the Dragon,
And then we
so
abandoned
I
him.
gotta do Milano, but I just gotta do it. There's so much stuff. So I'll probably do that, but late, because I don't think I could let that slip by.
Dragon Milano? Fuck yeah.
Well, he's more like how I did Felix, where he's not a bunny, but he's a bunny, you know, so like Milano's not a dragon, but he's a dragon. Because it's not like a lizard, you know, right?
Mason,
So.
I am trying to get both her and Gaming. I want them both so bad.
Yes, for the year, exactly.
Give me
Nicole.
Bird Bayonetta and the dragon dance boy.
Does that mean next year is the tiger? Am I
it?
right like that way?
Is it our year?
That would be our year, yeah, next year, I think. I feel like that's right. Or it came first, because I feel like the tiger and the dragon are next to each other. Tiger already happened?
already
okay,
happened.
that's what I
Aw,
thought. Tiger.
okay.
Did I miss it? Okay, now I have to
I
look at
think
the
you
calendar.
did.
It came in between? I thought they were next to each other. I didn't think the rabbit came in between. Yeah, Tiger was 2 years ago. Okay, interesting. I'm just completely blanking
Okay,
on my
Ori,
whole thing.
we got a while to go then.
Well, I always remembered as a child being like told I was a dragon, and it was like, no, you're the rabbit. Not the rabbit, you're the tiger. And so my brain, I guess, always associated those were like next to each other, right? So it was like, oh.
I see.
Aw, so cute, dichotomy. It's okay. What's next year then? Do we have a cool animal character for the next year, or do I have to plan it out?
I think you might have to plan it out. We only have so many characters.
Well, Ferrex could have made a tiger. Oh, nice, Nicole. 1 year different.
Very nice.
Give me the animals.
Oh, it's a snake! It's a snake!
You can't do it though.
I mean, depending.
No.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen.
If you're not
in
letting me
time.
show those sketches, we can't do it.
I'm not letting you show those sketches.
Then we
Nope,
can't
nope,
do
nope.
this. Too much.
I'm sorry, they're too spoilery.
All
We
right.
can't.
Moving on from spoilers, though, we are coming into the start of the Kaz prompt, Art Night prompts. All right, here we are. Here it is. The first, we have these 3 emojis: the sun, specifically like the sun brightness icon, not like the sun emoji, because those are different. The
Fascinating.
wave, and then the wilted tulip.
Oh, we have a snake planned, Nicole. Milano won't need
He's
to fill
just
the spot.
spoilers. Well, he'll have to fill the spot next year because we won't know this yet. That's a long way
Yeah,
off.
it's a while.
We also decided, we confirmed the animals for the secondary pirate crew that we've had planned for a while now. We only have
Yes.
one of them nailed down, but now we've planned them specifically out, which is really fun, really cool, very exciting. Some really neat animals in there, I think. I think
Oh,
we really got it.
definitely.
But
We went hog wild with them.
oh yeah. But chat, where's my pen? It fell off my desk.
No.
I got it.
Where did it go?
Yeah, literally though. All right, we have 1, 2, or 3. Which color palette shall you guys choose to go with this? The brightness, the wave, and the tulip.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was tough to choose dichotomy.
Yeah,
because these...
I like the pinks of 3.
Okay, well that's 2 for 3 because dichotomy said 3. Cool Cat said 3. Oscar said 3.
3.
Uh,
Oscar 3.
It's three's going.
You guys have good taste, I must say.
I'm eating chocolate. Ah.
Oh, I have chocolate too.
I know. Oh.
Specifically chocolate protein powder. In milk.
That's an interesting combination. I'm having truffles.
It basically just turned it into chocolate milk. It's like the powdered chocolate milk. With extra protein.
I think so, dichotomy. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to, like, chew and talk.
Nicole, you don't have to give in to peer pressure. It's okay. Be unique. I'm getting buffed for my job, Oscar. Also, a stiff wind could knock me over, so I need the muscle. You saw how skinny my first avatar was prior to last year's stream anniversary? Yeah, that wasn't far off from the truth. This is the year of self-improvement.
Okay. Goodness.
You got called the dictator today. Why?
What? You embrace it? I mean, if you embrace it. Still, it looks like 3-1. So let's take a little look at this while Ori recovers how to breathe. Goodness gracious.
You alright over there?
I tried to drink water after chocolate because that's what you should always do, right?
Oh, that's very
that's
smart.
That's just the way to do it. However, my body said, no, you don't know how to drink water right now. And thus I failed.
Oof.
So now I'm having issues. All right. Let us go. What are our ideas? Any ideas from chat? Any ideas from chat? We'll give since Nicole is off today, if Nicole or anybody else wants to participate, these are the hex codes. I'll zoom in for you guys while I think about it.
Yes, if you want to draw along with Ori and color alongside her, use the same palette that
I'm
she
so
has.
glad, Dichotomy. You have been missed as well. There's a level of chaotic energy that is gone when you're not around. You missed sometimes on Comic Corner though we go nuts with like Enthuse and Jamie and everybody. Now they're all in the medic tier, so we were kind of wild yesterday. The water and the sun create roses together. It's very nice. The problem is that the rose is like it's wilting. It's a wilting. It's specifically the wilted flower, you know?
That is a very important detail.
Yeah. And again, what's really getting me... have fun with your commissions, though, Nicole. Never any pressure, Nicole. I just know you have in the past. So I'm reminded to make sure to share the hex codes.
Yeah, participation is always welcome.
Yeah, the thing that's getting me... Drowning at sunset. Dang. Alright, we're gonna go dark here.
We went really dark here.
In a dome... The sun and the water fight so the roses die because symbolism. You're getting very abstract with these ideas slowly.
We really are.
What keeps getting me is the fact that it's the sun, it's the brightness symbol. It's not the sun, you know? Because the sun is a different emoji.
Okay, what if...
Yeah,
I'm thinking tidal wave wiped out the flowers.
It's low bright. It's specifically the low brightness emoji. I've just looked it up.
Okay. That's good to know.
What's interesting about it.
Gotta do our research to know what we're drawing.
Can't wait for Flare to hatch. Yes.
Little Flare.
I think. Oh, so there. Wait, you're in the month 3 now?
Oh, guys, this is something so funny. So I think I've talked about it on stream before. There's this YouTube channel that does Am I the Asshole readings. They're known as Tipsterdamus. And a big thing with them is they love tea. On their most recent episode this week, they called the people in their chat their little tea bags.
Yes!
And it just reminded me of tea pets. I was like,
yes, the
aww.
tea pets.
They're little tea bags.
Oh, yes. Oh, I see it, Nicole. You're all little peekers. You got a little peeking flare.
Oh my gosh.
So cute. Yes, I think 3 months has one more emoji. And then he's like, now I have to check. Oh, no. You don't get one till 6 months, guys. You gotta be in it for the long haul. If you want your flare to hatch, you gotta reach 6 months. That's how it works out.
Sorry, guys. We're making you work for it.
Okay. So, ooh.
Okay.
Okay, I had a brain blast. Ori has to have the timer as well. Don't forget the yell at Ori timer, Ori.
Yes. We do need the timer. That's very crucial.
Yes. Okay. Group. Alright, we're going. Been here for 2 years. Yes, sadly it's a member only thing. I can't give you guys just like cool loyalty stuff, it's very, very sad. I can't just give you guys like for being around and chat. That would be cool though. Like active.
That would be.
Oh no, Oscar, that's not good.
Oh.
But that would be cool to have just like, oh no, I was on the wrong
How
layer.
does your ear hurt? Is it like a sharp pain or does it feel blocked? Because I had that for a good while too.
Mars has blocked ears every once in a while, real bad.
I don't know what happens, but it feels like the worst thing ever. It feels like I can't hear for the longest time. Ooh, stingy.
Oh. Okay. I had an idea and now I'm slightly
Don't
changing.
have a diagnosis for you.
Go to a doctor.
I'm sorry, I can't work with just stingy. My professional advice, go see a professional.
Yes, okay. So I thought like low brightness and a wilting flower. It's like an umbrella in the shade under the wilting flower. But how do I put the water in it? It's a beach umbrella. We're at the beach.
Yes. Oh, that's cute. I love that. Mushroom fairy left her, or flower fairy left her abode to go to the beach.
Yep.
And the salt wilted the rose. The salt air wilted the rose.
Yeah. Mars has blood deers. Yes. Alistair. Oh, I don't know if I told you, Mars. We saw episode 4.
You did tell me. Okay.
Yeah.
Thoughts.
It was done very well, I think. It was pretty wild. Also, Keith Davis singing was like, oh, nice. Also.
So good.
I feel like I need to draw Husk real bad because like wings and like
I had a
just
feeling
really cool.
He's got the wings, he's got the ears,
and
he's
the
got
tail,
the feet, and he's got the muzzle.
the
I had a feeling Husk would call to you.
Yeah.
Just like hit you on a whole nother level. Ugh. The freaking point, like they went so like far with that poison segment.
Yeah, it was good though. It was very good.
Oh, it was so good.
But yeah, the second that Husk started singing, I was like, wait, we're gonna get Keith Davis singing here? Wow.
You're a loser, baby, a loser, goddamn baby. I just love how this song, like, it's not your usual pick-me-up song. Like, it's meant to make Angel feel better, but it's not like, hey, you're the best, you're good. It's like, no. You're terrible, I'm terrible, let's be terrible together.
Yeah. Well, that was something interesting I, like, saw recently. That was, like, holding your friends to, like, a perfect standard is, like, unrealistic. You know, you've messed up as well, and they've, you know, forgiven you or whatever, right? So it's like, it gave sort of that kind of vibes, right? Where it's like, nobody's perfect, you know? I'm not perfect either. So it was very good.
The lore drop with Husk, though.
Yeah, I was so happy about that. I was so glad we got a little more.
I was not expecting him to be who he was.
I love it, though, you know? It really puts a lot of light on it. Oh, update with the posters. Amazon sent me
Yes.
the wrong packing material again. So
Okay, did you already tell me about this one,
Yes,
or are
I
you letting
did.
chat know?
I'm letting
Okay,
chat
because
know.
I'm about to be like a third fucking time.
No, just the second time. And thus
Okay.
now I have given up on Amazon ever giving me the proper packaging and will thus have to deal with solely the post office, which is sad because that just means that I have to bring way more shit to the post office than I would like to, but we're going to deal with it.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep, exactly.
It's technically a good update. This means they're coming sooner because Ori's given up on Amazon completely.
Yeah, well, I have the big poster shipping boxes are here and good. I just need the plastic for them. So I hope I can get that at the post office. I think I can.
I feel like you should be able to. They have everything there.
It's honestly a neutral update. They're just going out a little later than I would like, but
But they are coming.
They are coming. They are printed,
and they will be on their way.
And they look really good. The big ones look really, really epic. Dylan's like, wow. It's hanging on my wall. I can look at it right now. It's been hanging on my wall. Dylan,
I still need to hang mine up.
It turned out I want a Daiso. There's not one near me to my knowledge at all. I know they have them some places in like America and Canada, but I've never been to one.
It's like, if you're lucky.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Is there one near you?
I think there's one near me.
Holy shit.
There is. Okay, I have to go to Daiso now. This is my weekend plans. We have to go to BJ's, and it's near BJ's, so we're going to Daiso. All right.
This worked
Thank
out
you, Nicole.
beautifully.
Look, it's a positive in the end.
Look, guys, Nicole has saved your posters.
Well, the post office would have done it. It's more just like, I want to give little extras or something. And I just don't want to have to bring it to the post office to get the packaging and then package it all like there, Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna check. But they have one and it's really, really, really close. It actually might be where I have to go to work tomorrow.
That would be hysterical if that's the case.
Now I have to check where I have to go to work tomorrow. Hold on. It looks like it's really close to where I have to go to work tomorrow.
that timer's counting down.
I don't care. This is more important.
Well, you heard it here first, chat. Getting you your posters is more important than drawing.
Where the map is.
Or is that just wild as shit? Achoo! Achoo!
Stop dying. Stop this.
I'm trying! My kids have been sneezing and picking their nose in front of me all week. What do you want from me?
Better immune system.
I'm trying! Why do you think I'm drinking all the orange juice and eating all the zinc?
Where's the other? Stop.
Oh, jeez, my nose now. Oi! No, we are not getting sick.
Okay, it's not super close to where I have to work, but it's in the general direction. So I can, go to it after work and then go home. So
that's pretty damn good.
Top tier stuff.
Yes, I have been told multiple times by Ori, especially Dichotomy. I have also been told by my roommate, my roommate's roommate, my dorm mate, my best friend.
It's okay.
It's cause what I do, I try to hold it in, so that results in me saying it, and then by the second or third, I just let loose, and it actually turns into a real sneeze.
It's better than Dory, who says "Kablush, kablush" when he sneezes.
Who does that?
Dad Ori, Dory. We've talked about this, that they're Dory and Mori.
No, we did definitely talk about this. You are absolutely right. I thought of the fish from Finding Nemo, and I got so confused.
I knew you were gonna.
I got so confused.
Now I have loser baby stuck on my head. How dare you do this to me?
Good. It's a good sign.
Okay, I still really like Stayed Gone, though. That's still my favorite.
Stayed Gone is good. Wait until you get to you didn't know. I think that has become my favorite.
Okay, okay.
'Cause there's just such a good moment in it that's like this building moment.
Sneeze like Donald
Oh.
Duck. I feel
Donald
like I
Duck.
sneeze rather normally.
Ori has pretty typical sneezes.
I feel like I have like the candid sneeze, you know? What you would
have a
expect.
textbook sneeze.
Yeah. What
If
you would
you looked
expect
up
out of sneeze.
on YouTube, normal sneeze, Ori would be what you
I
thought.
will say sometimes they are rather loud, but the like general sneeze itself is fairly average.
We haven't officially measured that, so don't quote us.
What are we measuring?
The loudness of your sneeze.
Oh. It really depends on
You
the
know,
sneeze
we gotta get a decibel meter
and
all
how
that good
frustrated I am about it.
stuff. Exactly.
Okay. Of course, we have to have the leggies.
Of course.
And I draw my fairies with very specific leggies, which is like how I draw bird leggies, but without the feet, it's more like an insect leg. I don't know how to explain it. They don't really have toes, basically. That's what I'm saying.
Those are definitely good ones, Cool Cat. Love Stayed Gone. Poison is fantastic. Hell is Forever, I do like. It's just one of those ones where I'm like, Adam, horrible character.
Dylan really likes
but Alex Brightman, really good singer.
Aggressively normal. All right, I will.
Aggressively normal.
In person? Oh my god. I had a friend that we would always say that they were fake sneezing because they sneezed so like okay, if you've watched Gravity Falls and you know how Dipper sneezes like a baby kitten, this person sneezes like a baby kitten. And we're like, there's no way that's your real fucking sneeze. Like how long have you okay, wait. I need to tell this story. This is a sneeze tangent.
Then I have a story of my own.
So
continuing the sneeze tangent.
In college, I took a honors course, and it was specifically with this one teacher who was the honors teacher, and he was great, top tier guy, love him, fantastic course, a good time. He told this story about how when he was at his own wedding, getting married, up there, while the officiant was saying the officiant words, okay, he had to sneeze really bad.
Oh no.
So what did he, but of course he didn't want to disrupt the ceremony, he didn't want to do anything. So he did that thing where you hold in the sneeze, right?
Yep.
So you sneeze, but you don't sneeze. But he did it in a way
it's
that
like
caused,
that
weird but even no noise, just the or you really hold it in. But he did it in a way where it caused all of the snot to come out his nose, and it's it's dripping out his nose, and he's facing away from the congregation, okay, and his no, it was his wife was saying her vows, that's what it was, and so they're facing away from the congregation, right, and nobody else is paying attention, so he's like, oh shit, what do I do, what do I do, so he brings his hand up and he wipes his nose on his sleeve, okay? And he moves on. No. It gets better. So then he's like, he got, it was fine. Nobody noticed. It was good. Later on, everyone was coming up to him it really was beautiful. We saw you wiping your eyes up there as your wife was telling, said your vows, man. Glad you could be vulnerable at a moment
tears.
like that.
That was totally what it was.
And he's like, yeah, I was totally crying, wiping away the tears. Yeah.
Ugh. Tears of the nose. Blech.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So that was my sneeze story.
See, the sneeze story I remember doesn't have to do with snot.
No.
Luckily. Yes, trademark, copyright, don't steal, or credit me if you use that. That will be my crowning achievement of the night, won't it? Oh boy, why do I do this to myself? Anywho, one of I'm gonna call it like the top tier sneezes I've ever heard was this one kid in my middle school. He was in every extracurricular class I had because that was just kind of had the rotation worked. Like you started the school year, you had home ec. You continued through the school year, like by I think it was like the second quarter, you had something else. You had like workshop or tech class, so on and so forth. This kid had the loudest friggin' sneeze I'd ever heard in my life. Like literally, it sounded like he was screaming. And it was even funnier in workshop because you had like the buzz saws and all the noise in the background, like the hammering, and just all of a sudden you'd hear, because there's sawdust everywhere, right? So this poor guy was sneezing a lot. You just hear, "Ah!"
He sneezes like Luffy the pirate.
I was like,
Go, go! Sneeze!
it's like one of those sneezes where you're like, okay, it doesn't sound real, but also that was so loud and powerful that had to be real. Like that was nothing but real. Like he literally just screamed as he sneezed. It was the funniest thing ever. I'm sorry,
You've
Mason.
brought chat all of the pain that you experienced, Mars.
That's 2 months worth of workshop sneezes in just a single moment.
There you go.
I apologize.
They're suing you. Uh-oh.
Oh shit, Dylan, get Dylan. I need a lawyer.
Sadly, he can't help you.
No! What am I supposed to do?
Suffer.
Oh, I could go to our other table member. That works.
Nobody else is barred.
God damn it.
I know.
Pain.
You have two very close attorneys in different stages of being barred. But only one that is actually barred.
Rats. I really should double check that before breaking chat's eardrums. Whoopsies.
Make
I'll
sure
make
you know
it-
the status of your lawyer
I'll
friends.
make it up to you guys in answers from Outcast characters. And me, I'm so goddamn tired. I love working with my kiddos. They wear me out. I love them. I adore them. But kids, no matter who they are, take a lot of energy.
Yes. That they do.
So I'm not a teacher. I am studying to be a speech language pathologist. I'm actually about to finish up my classes for that, and I have one more semester to go before I graduate. And then I have a whole bunch of other stuff I need to do before
Ugh.
I officially become certified. So it's kind of like when we talked about Dylan's process with the bar. You know, he had classes and then he had to actually pass the test too. It's very similar. Well, not very, but it's sort of similar to that. TLDR, I work on a variety of skills such as speech, language, sometimes reading and writing is involved, sometimes social behavior is involved, swallowing, feeding. I wear many hats.
Yes.
Or I will wear many hats once I'm
Chat is
practicing.
yelling at me, Mars, so sorry to
I
interrupt.
can see that.
Would
Wee
we
woo,
like
wee
to
woo.
move on from this one and do another one and maybe come back to this one? Or do we want to give me an actual 15 more minutes on this one because I spent it too much freaking out that there's a Daiso near me?
Will chat be
A
kind
place
to
I've always
Ori?
wanted to go. But yes, who wants to more minutes
Take
on this one from
pictures
Oscar?
while you're there.
I could have 15 more minutes from Pastry Puff. Alright.
Oh,
that's
how
two.
kind.
2 for more minutes.
How generous.
I can't. It's very difficult to change the timer.
6 minutes, 14 seconds. That's so specific.
Yeah. I think the whole it's vote for all or nothing dichotomy. I can't change the timer.
Oscar votes 5.
It's too late. Oscar already voted for the full 15 minutes. This was not my plan all along.
It wasn't the plan.
I barely got to do anything. We're doing it
Both
again.
have votes 15.
We're going again.
It's unanimous.
It's not unanimous.
But yes, so that is what my official profession will be. Currently I am still a student. I am still learning, but one day I will no longer be a student. So
One day.
one day.
One day more.
One day more. I have just had speaking of musicals, I have just had the Has Been Hotel soundtrack on loop. Like, oh, all those songs are so damn good. The song they sing in the finale too is phenomenal. Like, oh man, they knew how to make a musical. So good.
For the last 2 Christmases, I've asked for like CDs for Christmas. And so I just have all of them
Oh,
in my
I'll
car.
be paying for it, Dichotomy. What do you think taxes are?
Different. I mean, sadly, technically, you may have to pay taxes while in school as well.
My point exactly.
Yeah.
Also, I'll be paying dues my entire life, so
Yeah, I saw that on
that's
your
always fun.
Instagram. I had to like look into this. I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Oh yeah. So if you didn't know, to be in my profession, you have to pay for your certification yearly. There's a membership fee and there's also a certificate fee. I don't want to go into too much detail because I'm still educating myself on the matter. But TLDR, they raised the price on this particular fee. And a lot of the younger people in the field, and maybe some of the older ones too, basically anyone who has to pay for things, who wants to actually, afford living, is pretty pissed off at this change.
Yeah,
And I can't say I blame them.
of course.
Even more so, it's a very unfriendly look for people who are also newly coming into the field. So yeah, there are feelings all around. I don't want to get too it's not even political per se, but it's just barely towing the line.
It's basically, to my very brief and layman understanding, so correct me if I'm wrong, it's basically that in order to be in this profession, you need to get a certification. Like, I have to get a certification, and I had to pay a fee to take a test, and if I pass the test, I'm now certified. And I personally have to get continuing education credits. I don't know if you have to do that, Mars. So that
is
can
correct.
cost
I do have
money.
To get continuing
but a lot of
education
times, a lot of jobs that require you to have this certification give you those basically by doing certain things. So that's sort of not necessarily an extra cost. Now, in my organization,
very dependent.
You can be a member of the organization, which gives you like discounts to like their store where you can like purchase things to get these continuing education credits. It gave you like a discount on the test, because there's other tests you can take possibly. If you want to take other tests, but it is not mandatory to have your license to be a member of this organization. Versus with Mars's, it is. You both have to take the test.
It very much is, especially
and be a member
in the state I live in. Like, I literally cannot work without my certification, so I have to pay these fees. I have no choice. It's not like it's optional. Because there are some states that do not make it optional. It is mandatory.
You have to have a code from the IRS to graduate? Interesting.
Oh,
ISR?
wow.
The outlook has worsened significantly. PCM! What are you doing to Neffy over there?
What are you doing? Also, welcome. If we haven't said it yet. Welcome.
Hello. But what are you doing to Neffy over there?
Leave the noob alone. Oh, not Neffy? Okay, phew. You can torture whoever you want then.
Well, not yourself. If it's yourself, don't do that either.
Yeah, that's an important clarification. Don't do that.
Yeah.
That would be bad.
Oh, having to pay for a job. Yeah, Mars's is very, very unfortunate. For the things there. But, yeah.
All hail indeed.
Azzy?
Oh, I read that as Aussie.
Sarah's not here. We don't have the Aussie.
Oh, I'm sorry, PCM.
Aw,
Sorry to hear you're doing terribly.
I'm sorry. Hopefully it'll look up.
I don't know, Oscar. Sometimes you find a way. Sometimes the goblin can become your minion. There's always that.
You have a nephew now. Well, congratulations. Teach them all the correct rituals to summon Cthulhu.
Exactly.
We know that's very important.
Yes. Educate them well.
Yep. Make sure they summon Cthulhu correctly. You know, we all know what happens if you mess that up. So.
Oh yeah.
Make sure they're very diligent.
See, Oscar, the way I see it, you have a new apprentice now.
Exactly.
You can pass along the torch.
All the chaos. So how do you coexist with the goblin? You create the goblin that you are in the nephew. That's the secret. That's what I did to my cousins. I don't have any nephews or nieces, and I never will because I have no siblings, but
If I ever adopt Ori, you'll be named an aunt.
Aw, thank you.
All my close friends will be named aunt or uncles.
See, that's like my goal in life is I need somebody that like we're friends with or something to have a child because I want to be the aunt, but I don't want the kid myself.
That's the life I'm living now, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, like I do enjoy kids to a certain extent, but the best part about kids is that you can go home and leave. And if they don't want to do something, have to see, that's the other thing why I wouldn't want to teach is because you still have to like get kids to do things, right? But if you're just
Can speak from experience, it does take a lot of work.
Yeah, if you're just like I did enjoy babysitting. Now I did have like good children to babysit. They weren't like gremlins or something, you know, so then it was never difficult or tough, but it was like, let's just play games, watch movies, have a good time, and then go to bed. Why do you want to go to bed? Because you want Ori to come back and babysit you again, right? Yeah, we do. Okay, well then make sure you go to bed so that your parents know that Ori's a good babysitter. Yes, we will, and they do, and I was a good babysitter.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Literally the tactic, that was the tactic.
I mean, hey, it got the job done.
Oh, yeah. It certainly did.
See, Oscar, so you could take notes from Ori on how to raise an apprentice.
Yeah. See, exactly, Mason. That's the ticket. And then you have the money for it.
See, that's the way to do it, Mason. That's the plan.
Didn't name him Oscar? Oh, no. Breaking the chain. You shrimply don't like children, and that's fine, PCF. They can be a lot. They're not for everybody. I definitely sometimes see certain children, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to deal with you. And that's the enjoyment of getting to choose, you know?
Has anyone been watching the videos of the kids at Sephora?
No.
There were a couple of videos. I don't know how they ended up on my feed. I think it's because I follow some comedians who were commenting on the Sephora case, so then the actual videos like migrated over. They are feral.
I was never gaslighting any babies, Nicole. It was true. If the parents see that I'm a good babysitter, they would want me to come back. It's fair and accurate.
And Nicole, there's no way around it. You do have to bribe kids into going to bed. There's just no way around it.
Ah, exactly, dichotomy. Yes, that's a very good line. Well, you know, there you go, cool cat. Works, it works. Okay, I just don't know why this top is not doing the top things that I wanted to do.
I do like how flowy it is.
That's her, like, hair.
Oh, I thought that was like a vest. Like one of
No.
those flowy vests you see.
That's her, like, water hair.
Oh, I see, I see. Yes, that's the goal, cool cat. Make sure those are Cthulhu circles. Oscar approved.
Yes. Guys, Mars wrote the very first part of Demon AU.
Yeah, I finally gave Ori her birthday present.
And it's epic. It's so good.
I was sitting in my class the other day, and there was like a little break. There was a little lull. So I just decided to open my Google Docs. I was like, maybe I can make some quick edits to something while I'm sitting here. And I noticed a document labeled Ori's B-Day present. And I just had a moment where I was like, oh, fuck, did I ever send this? And then I looked back, I was like, oh, nope, I didn't. And that was like months and months ago. Oopsies.
Whoops.
So, happy very, very, very belated birthday, Ori.
It's okay. I'm happy to get it ever. That's the true secret. Get it eventually.
See, this is why I withheld it from her, guys, because I knew if she got it, she would be so inspired she wouldn't know what to draw anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
She would just go in so many directions. It was too tempting.
Okay, guys, Valentine's Day needs to chill the fuck out because, like, there's too much shit that Ori wants to do for Valentine's Day.
Ori, it's the couple's day, meaning it's the shipping day.
I know, I don't... Half of it is...
You're going to get the prompts.
Yeah. Oh! How old is little Vi turning?
Oh, happy birthday, Violet! 5!
Valentine's Day cringe. See, while I do have a significant other, and he is very lovely, those chocolates are my early Valentine's Day present because I was needing the chocolate guy. I was needing it. I needed it. And he was like, here you go. You need this now. And I was like, yes, I do. Thank you. And very appreciative. But, you know, we never do anything crazy. Yeah, I like... The start of the week was like, I like went up to Dylan. I'm like, Dylan, the one thing that I really, really want for Valentine's Day is chocolate truffles. Like, I want it really bad. And he's like, that's it? I mean, like, I want, like, you know, like to go out to dinner like we do and like be fancy, whatever. But like, that's like the gift I want. You know, like I want the chocolate truffles. It was like, okay. And
no pins, no nothing.
It's
just
chocolate
truffles.
I just wanted chocolate truffles, man.
The craving must be satisfied.
Yeah, and then, so they like came. He like ordered some, and they came in the mail. And he's like, I you know, these are for Valentine's Day, but you deserve them now. I'm like, yes, thank you. It's like, good. That's what I wanted. I don't know if you can hear him screaming in the background, but
I could. I heard like a woo.
Yeah, that's the vibe. Pastry puff. Draw all the ships. That's what I'm doing. Technically, I haven't drawn a single ship. I like to draw all of the characters so you want to be their Valentine. That's the goal that Ori has. Okay?
Guys, you know my plan for Valentine's Day. I talked about it on stream. It's gonna be me and Sabiku Ibisco, baby.
Yeah. Oh, so good. I can't wait for season 2.
God,
it's gonna be a while, but I need it.
I need to read book 2. I need to finish book 1.
My goodness.
Too much stuff to read.
Always too much stuff to read. Ooh, we'll do that. And we'll have this be her skin. Nope, that's hair. It's lovely.
Just gorgeous.
Cinnamon hearts. I don't like cinnamon where it's spicy, you know? So it's always like
I
too much
feel like
cinnamon
it's
for
hit
me.
or miss sometimes. There are times when it's good, and then other times I'm just like
cinnamon bubble gum.
this
It's
is
like no,
not
no,
the
no,
vibe.
not for me.
This is not what I'm looking for.
I feel like this is not doing what I want it to do.
I will say this though. Oh, what's the brand? Crap. I forgot the name. Shit. It would help if I started a sentence knowing what I wanted to talk about.
That would be helpful.
That would be
yes.
helpful.
Mm-hmm.
They can be spicy, Dichotomy. I don't know. I've come across a couple where it's like they had like that burn to them.
Yeah,
and
that's what I specifically
no.
don't like. You know? That's specifically what I don't want.
Hella unpleasant.
Sorry, my brain is like, I gotta finish it this time or bust.
I mean, it's time to yell at you, so.
No! This is so sad. I'm too caught up in talking with you all. I'm trying to read chat.
It's all at old clock.
Yep. You're all too lively.
According to your stopwatch.
Okay, it's off the clock, okay? It's what
I
it
know
is.
that. I like all at to o clock.
Sure.
Chocolate with no sugar. Isn't that just dark chocolate?
I mean, is it even really chocolate at that point? Is it not just cacao bar? I feel like chocolate has to have sugar in it.
Chocolate has to meet some sort of requirement in order to be considered chocolate.
Yeah.
There's something about that.
That's what I'm saying. Dark chocolate has some sugar. So I don't even think it can be chocolate. It's just, yeah, exactly, Oscar. It's just pure cacao at that point, which is very bitter. Once you get into like the 70s of like dark chocolate, even that's kind of bitter.
I don't mind the 70s too much. Like, those are okay. Ooh, the chocolate museum.
That still has a smidge.
Yum.
Where's the chocolate museum? Yeah, nice dichotomy. Ooh, in Mexico City, very cool. I didn't go to a chocolate museum, but I did go to Belgium and eat chocolate. Belgian chocolate, which was very, very top tier. Very good. I know the timer's run out. I'm vibing tonight, okay? We got time. There's only 3
Ori's
prompts.
enjoying herself, guys.
I want to do one of these.
Ori's just having the best time ever.
How does I... like this? That? I think that's right.
Huh. Mason thinks she's pretty, Ori.
Aw, thank you. I'm glad. I thought she was pretty too. I liked her.
She'll definitely finish before 11:30, Dichotomy. Don't you worry.
It's almost done.
She connected with this character.
I just enjoyed it.
Okay, and now I'm all out of chocolate and I'm sad.
What if I do that? No, I liked it when it wasn't.
It might be 6:24 where
hours.
you are, Cool Cat. It's not where we are.
Yes, it is very much not 6:20 where we are.
Where, Oscar, we're an hour ahead of you.
Which is very sad. But, you know, c'est la veste.
C'est la veste indeed. C'est the best, but we do our best.
Indeed. Okay. Ta-da, she's done. I just wanted to get the sort of like shade in there.
Ori, stop! You're out of time!
Aw, Right on time.
See? She did it, guys.
I did it, guys.
She made it.
Okay. This one will actually be good, okay? We'll be better children this time. So, we have the comb, the afro pick. I don't know if it has a specific name. A beach towel umbrella situation, and a maple leaf. Specifically a maple leaf. Now, what color palette do we use? Cast your votes.
Not to keep with the threes, but that yellow is really singing to me.
All right. Mars goes for 3.
It just feels right.
Well, dichotomy, I'm sorry, it's a vote. It's to a vote. 2 from Pastry Puff 2. Oscar had 1. Cool Cat had 3. Want rain in real life? I definitely don't want rain in real life.
No, guys, don't you
We've
dare
had
wish
so much rain.
for rain. We had rain for 2 weeks straight, and it was terrible. We finally got sun this past Monday, and the way my soul just
Nicole's here for 2.
lifted upon seeing that was such a
Sadly, no
monumental
dichotomy.
difference.
I hope I can see them, Pastry Puff, and not have to wait for the spoilers. Hello, Jawline Jim. Which
Hey,
color
Jawline
palette,
Jim.
1, 2, 3, do you think I should use in making these emojis into a thing? Okay, it rained for like 2 weeks straight here, and I work
It was
outside,
terrible.
okay?
I don't work outside, but I was still sad.
Yay, Pastry Puff, I'm so glad. Yeah, it didn't dichotomy, but you could, someone else got added it. Rain is good for the plant babies.
That is very true.
It is indeed true.
But it's
I
also
like
been like cold ice rain.
Today was actually gorgeous for the job that I had to do today. Today I had to inventory 65 trees. And across like, I think it was 7 blocks. And it was actually pretty freaking warm. Clear skies, sunny, no wind. I actually wore like too many layers. I had to like strip down all the layers in my car. I was like, this is too hot.
Wow.
Yeah, we
haven't been able to say that in the longest time.
No, Enthuse, we're about to go into a new one. For these 3 emojis.
Yes.
What color palette doth thou think?
We are deciding. Cast your votes.
It's always Yelladori time. Ah! Enthuse, did you see today's thing? I have to check. I have to make sure it went up. I'm pretty sure it went up.
Kofi?
Yeah. Enthuse specifically
I'm
asked
pretty
about
sure
the
we
Hotzen
fixed
one.
all of that.
Yeah, he was up today.
Okay.
2. Alright, 2 is a solid winner.
Alright, 2 it shall be.
You won, Dichotomy. Enthuse, you're right to say it. Alright. Now, what to do? What to make? I feel like I just did Umbrella Beach Towel, unfortunately.
Yeah. But you also have autumn leaves
nice
in there.
job, Jim. I got what?
You also have autumn leaves in there. At least
Yeah,
I think that's what
that
that
is autumn leaves.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's a singular maple leaf. Okay, you know. Oh, did you not see it before, Enthuse? Because you asked specifically about the Hotzen, so I had to know. Canadian comb pick hair on the stand of the first version. A leaf person using the comb as a surfboard in the sink. Interesting.
Why in the sink?
Well, because they're like a leaf person.
Oh,
And the
I
comb,
see, I see.
right? So like, or the comb bee.
I am embarrassed to say when you said leaf person, I wasn't imagining the size of a leaf. I was imagining like leaf.
Yeah, Dakota says because
person.
combs are small. The comb is difficult. How do we want to do this? Leaf person is always fun. But I don't know, it kind of gives me like fashion vibes. I don't know. Like I want to have like someone with like a parasol and like the comb and then the leaf is like a thing. I think that's what I'm gonna have to go
leaf
for.
cape and leaf parasol?
Yeah.
To tie it all together.
I feel like that's what I'm gonna have to lean towards. Sort of like a model strutting sort of thing.
I could see that. On the beach?
I don't know necessarily where. Jamie liked today's upload. I think it was today's. Yes, it was today's upload. I never heard if Enthuse had seen it before I mentioned it or not. I have to know, Enthuse. Where is my thing? It's gotta get inspirations. Okay, this is not what I typed in. Okay. The classic.
Ori, have you officially started?
I have not. I'm looking at references.
Okay.
The
All right,
reference
guys.
time is
Reference
separate.
time is not part of drawing time. It's okay, she didn't start the timer yet.
Yes. I know I drew a circle, but they all start with circles, so that's not really crazy. All right.
A circle, Ori, how dare you?
I know. Yes, I know, circle.
Oh, well, if you do get coffee, get a good one, Oscar.
What do you mean if you don't come back? What's the coffee gonna do to you, Oscar?
Means the coffee was that good, he stayed forever.
A legendary Pokemon from the SV DLC? What's the SV DLC?
Scarlet Violet, I assume?
Oh. I still haven't played that. I own it.
This is how behind we are, guys.
Oh, I own Scarlet. And I will own it and not play it until the next Pokemon game is announced. And then I will binge play it in order to be caught up.
I'm honestly thinking of trading Shining Pearl back into like my game store to get something else.
I can't do that. I'm terrible. Like Dylan sold his Switch to get like his first 3D printer. Like I can't do that. Like
I could not get rid of my Switch. No.
No, I'm saying like I still have my
main
Game Boy Advanced. I still have, like that's just, how it is. Like I could never trade in a game. They're like too important to me. I don't know.
I will say this dichotomy. I still need to beat Ganon. I'm hoping to do that, if not this weekend, then over the winter break, which is coming up soon. So there is that.
I'm sort of
Ooh.
like this.
That's gonna be a filling breakfast. What kind of muffins, though?
Dang.
That begs the question.
Are you
Also,
sharing
what kind
them?
of bagels?
Because otherwise, that's a lot to eat before those go like bad.
I will say this dichotomy. While I took a hiatus from Breath of the Wild, I did complete and beat the entirety of Pikmin 4. So that was very satisfying.
Mars's priorities were somewhere else.
The game had been sitting on my shelf unopened, and I was like, yeah, I remember
So
the demo
Tears of the
being a vibe.
Kingdom.
What?
There's also Tears of the Kingdom.
I know! But I bought Pikmin. I think I bought it before Tears of the Kingdom, actually. So that had technically been on my shelf longer.
Okay.
And the plastic wasn't removed. So I was like, I should play this. It also seemed like I could get through it really quick, whereas Tears of the Kingdom is an investment. So I was like, I can beat Pikmin in like maybe 3 weeks. It took me about a month. In game, it took me 60 days mission time, I believe.
Well then.
So, not too shabby. I only get so much time, guys.
You take them to your classes? I bet many people would be appreciative if you were to share your bagels and muffins.
Oh, if there's anything students love, it's free food.
Yes. Enthuse, I need to update you as well since you arrived later. I learned that there's a Daiso near me, which is epic as hell. This has like made my fucking week. You know, like this is like the shit.
And we have Nicole to thank.
We have Nicole to thank one, reminding me that Daiso is a thing. 2, thus me remembering that I know there's Daiso in America. There was just never one close enough to me. And 3, looking it up and knowing there's one like 10 minutes away. I'm so happy. Okay, I'm worried that this character is gonna give off too much Dahlia vibes, but here we are.
You know, that's not necessarily a problem.
No. She would be fun if she wasn't an evil demon child lady woman. I'm so curious. Okay, obviously no spoilers, guys, but like I'm so curious as to how like Bridge to the Tournament is going to end. Like it's nuts so far. Well, it's not even nuts so far. It's like pretty on the rails so far, actually. Thus, I'm waiting for the like, who is it actually? You know, like what's the reveal? You know, what is everybody like? I'm like, it's too calm for like an ending, you know, turnabout, right?
I mean, we still have Maya trapped inside, but we found Pearl, so that's been resolved.
Yeah, but then she ran away again. And also, there's something wrong with Maya because Pearl was upset when we mentioned her.
That's true.
So,
well, guess what, guys? We get to find out tomorrow
that
what
we
was
do.
all about. Yeah, it really is that feeling, Pastry Puff.
Yeah, exactly. It's more like also like it's too, I don't want to say predictable because that's not the word I want. More like I feel I understand it too well, right? Like the only 2 times when I feel like I was really in the zone with what was happening like this early on was Turnabout Sisters and Reunion and Turnabout, which are like the literal second game of, you know, the second turnabout of each of their respective games. And I feel like to, you know, think that this would do that is obviously like naive because all of you love this turnabout so far, you know, to my understanding. You guys love this one. And it's the end of the game. You know, it's the last one of the game, so it's supposed to be nuts.
Yeah.
Okay,
so they're going to go out with a bang. They're going to do something. Especially since this was meant to be the last
whole
game
tree
like,
at the end.
ever.
Oh, dang. Yeah, okay. Maybe that's true, that I can see that as well. I'm definitely not upset with where it's going, but I feel like in my heart of hearts, I have like the feeling that it being Dahlia and that Dahlia is Iris is just like too smooth of like a like it's too right there. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's too obvious for like the level that we had with like Mad on Guard, right?
Yeah.
Like I need something like that. Like at least Mad on Guard where we were
Like,
kind
you
of
gotta
like
top
sus
that.
about
They
him.
can't do the same thing over and over.
And at least with Mad on Guard where we were kind of sus about him, we were still like no, like no, like no, like please no, you know, like don't.
I mean,
with Dahlia,
maybe
it's like
you were. I was suspicious of him from the start.
yeah, but not in like a oh my god, it's definitely him. There's no question right away because it's a character we already know
No,
to be
but I was
evil,
more
you know?
like, oh, you're too dumb to function, so you're definitely hiding something.
You learned that from Aini.
Exactly. She taught me well.
Okay. I will say this maple leaf is not doing well. It is kicking my butt.
Oh no. Not the maple leaf.
They got a lot going on.
Maybe it's maple leaf.
Not just because she has them, yeah. Leafing a lot to be desired, yeah. It's just not coming together like I want it to.
Thank you, Dichotomy. It's nice to know I can still pun after a whole week. Oh, I just noticed yours leaving a lot to be desired. That's also very good.
Okay. I think that's not what I'm gonna do anyway. We're changing it.
Ah, on the fly, you only have 5 minutes left, Dory.
Yeah, I know.
Hey guys,
I what?
surprise jump scare Dylan here with a quick question from off stream. My brother and I in the background, you might have been able to hear, just got into a heated shout match about whether or not an alligator with wings classifies as a dragon or not. And so I need you guys to settle the score. Without telling you our arguments yet, I guess. In chat, could you tell me if an alligator with wings classifies as a dragon?
Can I personally ask any questions? I didn't hear your I just heard you yelling.
I want to get chat's opinion before you can ask questions.
Okay. I'll
Is
wait.
an alligator with wings a dragon?
Yes, that is the question, Mars. I thought Dylan was a YouTube commercial. I mean, he did kind of come in like that, didn't he? Dylan promote something.
Oh God, that's no announcer voice. Are you guys tired of doing things that aren't watching boys fall madly in love together with an increasing amount of sexual tension and great art? Well,
Oh,
boy,
you're
do I have the
advertising
web
Fairy
comic for
Magic?
you. Outcast, available now.
All right, we
Okay,
have
I think
someone.
the results are in.
All
We
right,
have-
so let's see.
Looks kind of split. We have
Dichotomy
some
says
yeses
no,
and some
it
no's.
does not qualify as a dragon.
The
Pastry
pastry puff says
thinks
yes.
It does. So does Enthuse. Hate reading. Luckily for you, there's a dub.
Yep, exactly. Which just came out with Ferrex's voice. Big
Yes.
Ferrex acting yesterday. So you don't want to miss out on all the lovely Chaos Boy and his voice. But can I ask my question now, Dylan?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, my question is, does the alligator still retain all its normal legs you've just stuck on wings?
Literally, you've glued wings, like functional wings, to the back of an alligator. That's it.
Gotta say no, not a dragon.
I'd have to say yes.
Really?
You'd have to say fucking nothing with that horrible ass take.
Why? What is your argument? Give your
My
argument.
argument
Dragons
is that
have
a
to breathe
dragon is
fire!
not just an
Dragons do not
alligator
have to
with
breathe
wings.
fire, Mars.
No.
Isn't it
You
part of the
don't have to breathe
criteria?
fire. But if you look
No.
at the head shape, the neck, I guess, presence? Like, dragons all have necks, all of them, no matter how fat, no matter how fucking stubby. Alligators, if you look at them, they have the teeniest necks, if any neck at all. And
But there are
I
also
can't-
Eastern
I
dragons that are
can't
more
take
like
the fucking
serpents.
massive difference.
Yes, but it's still not an alligator neck.
What is? What is it?
Mars is talking about Eastern dragons that are like serpents.
They're not.
They're
no,
like
that's-
all neck.
That's all neck, Mars. You've gone the wrong way.
I feel like I don't. How does
I
Google
don't
define a
know.
dragon?
Don't you fucking wait. Wait. Stop. That picture you have, if you're gonna show stream, is specifically
I'm not going to
an
show.
alligator dragon. It's meant to be a hybrid.
Okay,
Yes, but I'm saying that
a mythical
They still
monster
have
resembling
necks.
a giant
They-
reptile,
Look at this
sometimes
neck.
The
shown having
profile
wings.
of a dragon is much different because an alligator is
Tradition,
fucking
the dragon is
flat.
typically
They're
fire-breathing.
pancake Gobblers.
See, I don't think that the neck has anything to do with it. I don't think the shape
The
of
shape
the
is
dragon has
everything.
anything to do with it. I think a dragon is specifically
Flying reptile.
yeah,
Shut
a
up.
reptile with rings.
No.
6 legs.
Wait, is a coatl? Is a coatl a dragon?
6
No.
legs.
6 limbs. No, because it doesn't have any legs. It's a snake. It has no legs.
Something surprising. You shut your mouth, enthused.
I don't know. I'm sticking with my gut on this one. I think no.
Mars says no, Dylan.
Not
Mars
not a
says no to
dragon.
Not a dragon.
It's not a
Fuck yes.
dragon.
Mars is base.
Wow.
What do you mean, wow? Mars gets something right for once in her life, and all of a sudden, I'm the wow.
What in my life?
Did you hear that?
I didn't hear what you said.
Slander.
Say it again, Mars.
Say what again?
What you just said, he can hear you now.
Oh, what I said once in my life. What is this slander?
Listen, it's time for some hard truths, okay?
Ugh. Yeah, listen, I could take criticism.
Apparently not. No,
Oh, wow. Oh, he
Wow.
pulled away from the headphone for that one. He didn't want to hear your response.
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
I'm sorry that she had to find out this way.
Wow. He's terrible.
I am. I'm sorry.
See, I'm like, for this question, so there was a series that used to run on the Sci-Fi Channel. I think it was called Beast Quest or Beast Hunters, something like that. And what they did was they went around the world looking at real life animals, taking inspiration from them, and using that as a base to create a CGI like mini movie showcasing this mythical creature. They did it for dragons, they did it for griffins, they also did it for I think it was like a Polynesian shark god or something. It was a really cool show. I do miss it. It only ran for like 1 season, which was criminal. But oh, and their first episode was about the Kraken. So Oscar, if you want to check out a cool show where they use inspirations from multiple octopi across the world to create the ultimate Kraken, you should check this show out. Oh, Orhorn, by the way.
I'm still going.
But
We're chilling
I'm
tonight.
remembering in the dragon specific episode, they pulled inspiration specifically from a Komodo dragon, which makes sense, I feel. They also pulled inspiration from a snake, if I remember correctly, and then they also had a theory with the fire breathing where it's using its 2 fangs to create an electrical charge that'll then create a spark of flame, which was really interesting. Like, they really kind of went the scientific route. They went way more in depth than what I'm going with here. Like, guys, this show ran when I was in middle school. This was a long time ago.
My argument with the
But
reason
crocodile just doesn't feel
my argument
right.
with
Oh,
the
no!
reason
No, wait. They looked okay. I think they took inspiration from gars and gators when it came to
Yeah,
the
gharials.
eating motion. Yeah. Because I remember in the video they had a specific moment where they showcased that, and they had the dragon doing that jerky, like head getting it
Mhm.
down motion.
My argument
I'm gonna
with
see if I can find it. I
why
remember watching them on YouTube.
I would say that a crocodile with wings is a dragon
Oh, it's the Beast
is because,
Legends.
to my understanding, a dragon is a four-legged reptilian-esque creature that has wings on top of that. Like, it specifically has to have 6 limbs. Like, to me, that is the biggest thing. Beyond that, anything vaguely reptilian could be a dragon if you wanted it to be. It's specifically mythical. Like, I feel like that's pretty much it. No. Number of wings doesn't make a dragon. I'm gonna have to argue with you. Yes, it does, dichotomy, because if it has no wings, then it's a drake, and if it has 2 legs and 2 wings, it's a wyvern, and if it has no legs but wings, it's a worm. You know, like, there's a lot going on.
Oh, I found the Kraken episode! Oh, guys, I might go on a binge tonight.
Yeah, Perry, but I don't
love
think...
this
I feel
show.
like so many things have and can be made into dragons that don't have a dragon silhouette. There's, like, frog dragons. Like, I don't feel like the silhouette of the dragon, like, makes it important, you know, specific. Like, look at this guy. Where's his... hold on. Whoops. I don't know why that happened. Where's his neck? But he is still very dragon. Look at him.
Yeah, but he still fits the definition of a dragon.
Yeah, so why wouldn't a crocodile with wings fit the definition of a dragon?
I guess because I'm specifically thinking about it as a crocodile and you stapled wings, not that it was born with them.
Like,
I guess because of the specific phrasing of the question, where it was like, if you take
like,
a crocodile
is this guy
and you
not
add
a dragon?
wings,
Even though he literally is not the shape of a dragon at all?
no,
This is a
that's
frog
like
with wings.
type of dragon.
Is this a dragon? This is literally a frog with wings.
See, that one I feel is harder. But it also... Well, Enthuse is right. It is an amphibian.
Yeah, but the point
So I guess
still
by that
stands.
definition, not a dragon, because doesn't it have to be a reptile?
I would say no.
But I thought we established it had to be.
I would say reptilian-like.
But amphibian is not a reptile!
Okay, this is just really epic, and you have to see it.
We are torturing the scientific animal expert, guys.
This guy's just really epic.
We are hurting her right now. Ooh. Okay, that's really cool.
Now, this, to me, would not be a dragon, because it has feathered wings.
No, that's not a dragon. Because, yeah, the feathered wings. That's just not what dragons have.
Torturing you, Dylan? Sure.
Also, how about that guy? Zori had a whole different voice coming out of her for a while.
Yeah, I got possessed. Also, alligators.
It's honestly
Oh,
really
look at
funny to
this
watch.
one.
You should go back and rewatch.
Look at this one. Oh, God. Please let me move properly. Now you're zoomed too far in. This is terrible. This is literally a crocodile with wings. You're telling me that's not dragon-y enough? That's not a dragon? That has the crocodile neck? That literally crocodile body shape?
Hold on! Hold your fucking tongue! This is a picture that came up in my debate with my brother. This is specifically a crocodile dragon.
It has
No,
exactly the
stop.
crocodile body
I
shape.
need you to calm your shit. The art, first of all, just know, the artist drew this with the express intention of making a combination of both. But that's fine. Let's look at the actual drawing. As you can see, the horns, the spikes, the different features that modify the alligator head aren't enough, but they do obviously add to the whole dragon aesthetic. This thing looks a lot more like a dragon than a normal alligator with wings would look like. In large part because of the spikes, but also because I think this
Your
dude's fucking
original
neck, I need you
argument
to chill your shit. Go ahead, Ori. Tell me what
was
I'm wrong.
the neck was the problem.
The neck is a huge fucking problem. And I
This
was about to say,
beautiful.
this motherfucker right here, he has a girthsome and lengthy neck for a crocodile.
No, I think you have no fucking idea what
I
a
looked at pictures of
crocodile looks
crocodiles.
like.
Guess what? They got no neck.
That is a neck.
That's not a neck.
That is a neck.
I can't see the neck.
The neck is right there.
That's no
Look at
fucking
this
neck.
fucking neck.
That's just his body.
That's his neck.
That's his body.
That's his.
His body ends, his head
This
begins.
is exactly
It's a fish.
the same. This one is
the best
exactly the
debate I
same
have
That's fucking
ever
nuts.
listened
as
to.
this neck. Those two necks are the
But
same.
talk to me about how the horns, the spikes, which are part of the skull. Come on, biologists, you should know that. That's obviously not
If
the
they're
same.
horns, yes.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
obviously not the same as an
Does a
alligator.
dragon
I-
need to have horns?
If anyone is
Definitely
curious, because
doesn't
I
need to
went
have
through a
horns,
hella
but the point is,
cryptid
just
phase.
the wings wouldn't make it a dragon.
I've popped it in chat. Oscar, enjoy.
I think that adding wings purposefully, not stapling them on the
To
back
me,
of
when
a
I look at an
crocodile.
alligator, I see body, then I see head.
This is the neck right here. This is identical to the neck right here. This is not exaggerated. This is literally
That looks a
exactly
little-
what you
it
just
looks a
saw.
little more prominent to me. Could just be the angle, but the point
This
stands.
is the neck.
When I see a dragon, there's a separation between the neck and the head. Or rather,
Yes.
excuse me, the body and the head.
Yes.
When I see an alligator, I really don't see it.
I think you're just not looking at alligators, Dylan.
Nonsense. Listen, can we talk about one thing? Hold on. Can we talk about how when we look at foxes, when we look at raccoons, shit like that? Ori, you're like, oh, you can tell this is a different fox because the shape of the ears, because it looks slightly different like this, it stands differently. When we
Guys,
talk about
do you
dragons
think
and
stream would
alligators, you're like,
dissolve into
"Nuance?
this?"
What's that? They're the same thing. Let me point to a red dragon from D&D. That's just an alligator with wings. Fuck
It's
no.
not. I never said that. But to say that an alligator has no fucking neck, you're fucking blind.
That is body.
This is neck. This is all neck.
That's body.
That's all neck.
I must agree
First
that
of all,
is
bottom
neck.
alligator-
Mars agrees. That's neck.
That bottom alligator
This
looks
is
so
neck.
I'm
All
not
neck.
convinced. What's the difference between the body of an alligator and their neck? Show me.
I feel like it all comes
pushing
down to
right
anatomy.
here.
There's a sphincter that separates stomach from neck, and that's how you make the distinction. Multiple
here.
No
sphincters.
shit. I know where the neck lives in Thews.
This right here.
I know where it lives.
It's right there. It's right in front of your fucking face.
Hold on.
Dylan doesn't know what a neck
My
is,
God,
or he doesn't know what a
Still
dragon
doesn't know what
is.
neck is, or he doesn't know what dragon is.
I know what a dragon is. That is neck. Everybody says this is
And
neck.
Mars
Everybody,
admits
you're
nothing.
fucking blind about the neck. If you want to argue that if you put wings on an alligator purposefully, like they were born with these wings, like integrated into the body, that would not be a dragon.
It's not.
You have to have a better fucking reason than there's no neck on the
There
alligator.
are... Okay, hold on.
That was your entire argument this lesson.
And actually, first
Body
of all,
shape.
I literally said two big things, and one of them was how the head shape was different. Because obviously
Dylan,
the
my
spikes
question
form
comes
part
down
of
to
the
this.
skull.
Mars is
Was the
asking a question.
dragon
All right,
was the dragon
Go
born
ahead.
was the crocodile born with these wings, or were they like literally just pasted on?
In this hypothetical, this is a creature that exists, and it's born with wings.
Okay, I feel like that would be a dragon.
Mars
my
says a
God.
dragon.
Mars, you've fallen so far.
Before you were saying a crocodile with wings, my brain was like, oh, you stapled them on and made a hybrid. No, that's not a
Biologically,
dragon.
Darwin stapled them on with natural selection.
Darwin didn't staple anything on.
Joke.
That's not how that works.
It's a joke. Pain.
You
Mars,
are
you
pain.
were on the right side of history before you fell from grace.
What can I say?
Darwin didn't have staples.
I've been swayed.
I don't know when staples were invented.
Even Darwin
I
disagreed.
don't know.
when
We've
a
had so
nugget
many good
actually
quotes
is.
tonight. Let me see. When were staples invented?
The same year Darwin was born. Look at that.
The first known stapler device was made in the 18th century as a regal gift for Louis the 15th.
You're like
I don't
X.
know how to draw. I don't know how to draw umbrellas. It's not happening. We're just skipping the umbrella portion here.
I think a leaf cloak works.
Oh yeah, I think the leaf cloak does works.
Also, you way ran out of time.
Oh, I know, but we got into dragon ones, and we're chilling tonight, if I'm being completely honest. We have not been on topic yet.
All right.
All right.
The
before I go,
umbrella is a much
Last thing I'll say. Ori's trying to kick me out. She's got the
Oh
shepherd's
my
crook
god,
in hand.
I'm trying to do stream, and you're holding my headphones.
Last thing I'll say. If we're defining dragon as a broad category of creatures in this fantasy setting, and we're defining it as a reptile with wings, well then of course an alligator with wings is a reptile with wings. Bada bing, bada boom. And so if that's how we're thinking about it, I think we're talking past each other. Because when I think of dragon, I don't just include reptile with wings. Obviously then like a wyvern could fall into that part, and then the question is how many legs is allowed? It's like, hold on. I feel like there are broad categorizations that would exist in a fantasy world, and the word dragon wouldn't be so broad, or I could argue shouldn't be so broad, as to include literally just a flying alligator.
I think that actually, if we were to taxonomically try and organize specifically fantastical creatures, dragon would be at lowest an order. Literally in D&D, they group it by creature type. It includes wyverns and drakes and
So if you want to say that dragonkin and quote-unquote true dragons are different classifications,
they
in
would
the same
have
way
to
that,
be.
like, crocodilidae and the true crocodile are different, then sure.
That's not true. You're wrong there.
Well, the specifics of what I'm saying.
But yes.
The point is.
You would be able to correctly label significant amount of things a dragon, just like Eastern dragons versus Western dragons. They are significantly different in body shape and just, you know, how does the one fly and the not? That's a very different way of evolution. To say that dragon would be a species would be impossible. To say that dragon would be a genus would be impossible.
If
The
you're talking
dragon
about the
family
difference
has
between
no
Western
room
and
for the
Eastern
flying
dragons, there
alligator.
would have been
I'll
a
leave it at
split
that.
between the two.
It would have
somewhere in
room for the
line.
flag alligator.
no.
Yes, it would.
They would be different families.
They would not. Oh, different families, sure. Dragons in order. Dragons in order.
I'm okay with dragonkin being in order. This whole thing is about the whatever. We'll get into the family distribution core, okay?
Oh my god.
Well,
And
that was fun.
This is the living with Dylan experience.
Or he gets this 24/7.
Yeah.
So lucky.
Thankfully, it's not 24/7. We both have jobs. Some reprieve.
I'm just wondering how a dragon debate even came into existence.
I don't know. They talk about anything and everything. You don't know that something with feathers is a dragon?
I feel like feathers makes it decidedly not.
I feel like
That
this
feels
is
like
an
a step
effort in
too far.
futility, no matter which way you slice it. Even worse than our actual taxonomic trees. Because I
You know
could
what?
go on about the futility of trying to define, like, literally we don't have a concrete definition of what a species is, right? So we try, and it changes all the time. So to even try and come to
Isn't
a
science
consensus
great?
with being able to specifically nail down permanently what is or isn't a dragon, especially in the wild, wild west of fantastical monsters, would never happen. Because also some shit are like really closely related that you would never fucking expect. What was I talking about, Dylan? Dylan was talking about how foxes act more cat-like, you know, in like their sort of like mannerisms and stuff, which they definitely do. But they're actually
heinous.
significantly more closely related to a wolf or a dog than a cat in any sort of circumstance. A hyena is not a cat nor a dog. It's its own fucking thing. They're completely unrelated. Pretty far back up the tree are hyenas to dogs, yet they look very similar to some dogs we have. You know, to even try to fathom without literally being able to study an evolutionary train of a real dragon, we would never actually get any viable consensus, because the vast majority of taxonomic nomenclature started with purely visible sort of like analogous traits. This thing looks like this other thing. They must be related. Now that is inherently incredibly wrong and flawed and horribly terrible.
That's a good question, Enthuse.
That
Do you
would
think
be
they'd be
fun.
convergent or divergent?
I think that they would be convergent, which would be interesting. I think that it would be much more likely, because this would explain the sort of Eastern versus Western dragon sort of thing, that they are, you know, convergently evolved, just like bats, right? You know, how we go to have wings, and multiple things evolve wings from different taxonomic trees. So that's why I think to even say that there would be a category that dragon could sit under that would encompass everything you think of a dragon and everything you wouldn't think of a dragon would just be an effort in futility. Especially if we're saying that reptilian-esque versus amphibian-esque versus like even like bird-esque, you know, like it'd be a lot.
Oh, even Mason's dad is weighing in on this discussion.
I mean, we did Dungeons and Dragons, Drawing and Dragons, so, you know, we're on brand.
Dragons.
So I think that I don't think you could possibly fit all the amount of dragons that we have into one category. Would a coatl be a dragon? Like, what is a celestial? You know, like there's so many sort of levels. Are sea serpents dragons? You know, like where is the line drawn? Because there's aquatic dragons, right? You know, so it's like, where is the line? And to even debate is really, really rough without having physical knowledge of like taxonomic trees.
I feel to answer the question as a whole, if it's born with the qualities that mark a dragon as a dragon, then it's a dragon.
But
But if you take a creature and staple wings onto it, no, not dragon.
the futility of that argument, though, Mars, is what are the things that make a dragon a dragon? And how do you encompass all of the things that you would say, yes, this is a dragon, and none of the things you would say, no, this is not a dragon within those things? It's like the thing about like how to define a chair.
Definitely criteria.
No.
Because otherwise we couldn't look at that and say, oh yeah, that's totally a
No,
dragon.
that's false. That's false. Okay, there's a whole thing about defining a chair. That it is, you cannot define a chair in a way that is so specific enough to include everything that you would consider a chair and exclude everything that you would consider not a chair. A chair is something you learn.
Can sit in it. It can be hard. It can be soft.
So
it
is
can
a
have
box a
pillows.
chair? Is a box a chair?
A box is not a chair.
Why?
You
I can sit
in-
on it.
You
So a stool is not a chair?
No, a stool is something different.
A stool isn't a chair. Is a couch a chair?
No, a
I can
couch is
sit
a
in a
couch.
couch. I can sit in a couch. It can have pillows. It cannot.
A couch can also fit more people.
So a
chair
love seat is
typically
not a chair?
singular. I always felt love seat was a fancy name for chair.
But
be
that's a
honest.
slightly large. It's a chair and a half. You can fit two people in a love seat. Is it a chair? You see the point here? Is a bench a chair? You know, like those singular benches with the little divisions. Is that a chair? You know,
My problem is I spend all day teaching people how to
so you need a
categorize
small
stuff.
couch.
So when we start throwing nuances into the mix, it gets very
But that's like the whole thing with like, is a hot dog a
gray.
sandwich? You know, everything can be divided into like sandwich, soup, or salad, right? You know, like the idea that logically you have a point that you reach that you as a person can identify as like, this vibes like a chair, you know, like this vibes like a sandwich, right? But I cannot physically encompass, without literally listing every singular thing in the entire world, which is obviously futile, everything that I say is a chair and exclude everything that I say isn't a chair. Include everything I say is a sandwich and exclude everything that I say is a sandwich. And
That's interesting. Where did you learn that?
this is like a I don't know, philosophical. It's like a thinking problem. But it goes into this whole thing with like defining a woman, right? It comes up a lot in like trans related sort of talking points where it's like, define a woman and include every person that is a woman and exclude every person that isn't a woman. Like, you know, you literally can't. You cannot do that. It's just impossible. And yeah, see, there you go, politics. And that's why it comes up with like that. So to say that there is not a way without literal DNA and like knowing skeletons and like lots of in-depth research of actual physical dragons.
That feels like,
yeah, but that's a vibe thing, right? Like, does that make sense? Because it like that turns into a vibe thing.
Okay, so I think what you're talking about is vibe versus concrete.
Yeah. So to say that this is a dragon or is not is literally a vibe question at a certain point. Because what makes X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D something you consider a dragon, but this not, and still include everything you think is a dragon and exclude this thing?
Because I feel like we could both look at something and agree, yeah, no, that's not a dragon.
Yeah, but in certain circumstances, you can't. Just like the people who are like, a hot dog is a sandwich, you know, or whatever the argument is, right? Like, you could agree that cereal is a soup.
Yeah.
You know, like technically, if you break down soup into specifically what it is, like, you would exclude gazpacho.
Coffee is juice or something.
Well, that's a different
something like that
thing, and I'm not gonna get into that one because that one does have a slight nuance. But it's like that you could, in a way, define juice in a way that could make milk cow juice. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, sort of things like that. That soybean milk is not milk; it's a juice. You know, like, etc., etc. At infinitum. Yeah, exactly. And there's true dragons, dragon mimic, all this sort of thing. Gender is a vibe question.
I was
yes.
talking in specific instances.
Well, okay, that is true, but a chair can't tell us if it wants to
take
be a chair.
a rat, put wings on it, and say, "Look, it's a dragon."
But why?
Like,
why?
But that's the vibe. There's something in there telling you,
exactly.
No, that's not a dragon. And we can all, I think, unanimously look at that and agree, no, rat with wings is not a dragon.
But remember that artist that we found that does all of the creatures as dragons?
Mm-hmm. Who is an amazing artist, by the way. Her artwork is phenomenal.
If I told you, like, if you put wings on a polar bear, it's not a dragon, right? And then we see that artist's polar bear dragon. Remember, they did a polar bear dragon, right? It's like, but that's a dragon. You know, like, that vibe's like a dragon, though. But it's a polar bear.
Can you show it on screen so chat knows what we're talking about?
I'm trying to find it.
I want everyone to have the context here. Yeah, Cool Cat's saying give artist.
Yeah, here it is.
We're trying, Cool Cat.
I'm finding it. Yeah. Okay. Visit. I have found the artist. I'm like looking up polar bear dragon and I'm like trying to find like the art. Like, so now imagine you just stuck wings on a polar bear, right? Is that a dragon? No. But then you see this. Is that a dragon?
Waiting because lag. See, okay.
No.
Here's
What
what
you're
stands
gonna
out
say
to me.
is that it's not just a polar bear with wings, and that is correct.
Yeah.
But it still has a lot of features that I bet you wouldn't have listed as
still-
dragon
It
features.
still has the fur. It still has the toe beans. I do see that. I also see an underbelly with no fur there. That's
Well,
very
but see-
reptilian.
There you go, Enthuse. Is it a dragon or is it a bat? You know, like that's the point, right? But this still vibes like it could vibe like a dragon, but you wouldn't normally define a dragon with fur. You know what I'm saying? Like the point is that just yes, you're not directly sticking it on it, but a polar bear is very far removed from, you know, your typical idea of a dragon.
Oh,
So
it's
you do
about
have
as
to get
far
by.
as you can
But-
get. We're talking about a big furry mammal now.
But it's like what I talked about with the frog dragon. I think this is literally the same artist. This is the same artist.
I would not be surprised if it was.
I knew it. I was pretty sure it was. This is the same artist. This is a frog dragon, right? No, this is not just sticking wings on a frog, but it's certainly not what you would normally consider a dragon. What you would have listed as a dragon. But goddamn, does that vibe like a dragon? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, definitely vibes like a dragon.
Falcor, yes, Falcor.
I don't know, but also look at the position it's in. Like the legs, the arms are different. The posture is different. Like I don't know.
If we're ignoring the real question, what's the real question? That it's
What is
just a
the real
hybrid in
question?
general? Yes, this one does have a tail. This one has. They do all have tails. I do think that's a pretty solid dragon feature is tails. I do feel like that's pretty solid.
Tails definitely. I don't know. This
Polar bear wing, the
conversation
question is
way
gen-
got
'cause
away from
hybrid.
us.
Well, the point is that to define what you would say a dragon is, and specifically include everything that is a dragon that you personally consider a dragon, and nothing you don't consider a dragon, is a challenge I'd like to see any of you try. Because I would
would
say,
be
just like the
interesting.
chair, I don't think that you can. Because that's just kind of how language and everything works. They're also mythical, so it certainly doesn't help.
It does leave a lot of wiggle room. That's for sure.
in a certain circumstance, too much wiggle room.
But hey, that's how we get art like the wonderful one we just saw.
But okay, yes, dichotomy. But a crocodile already has all those things listed, and then you add wings, right? So now we're going back to the crocodile thing. A crocodile already has reptilian features, a long tail. Adding wings would then make it a dragon under this definition. Oh, you succeeded, Oscar. You won.
Woohoo!
Yeah, the time we're just the timer's gone. We're just vibes today.
Timer has disappeared. Non-existent.
If I want to finish any of them in any viable way, timer's gone. I'm glad, Mason. I like the afro. It's very nice. And the thing that I looked up, which was not what I wanted, is I typed in afro runway model, which gave me a lot of African American runway models, but I wanted specifically the afro hairstyle, not just African American runway models. And I was like, no, this is not what I want. I know that dichotomy is silent because he's typing a lot of stuff, so I'm very curious.
Hope you'll be back, cool cat.
Yes.
Do what you gotta do. Thanks for joining in the debate.
Yeah, exactly. This has become a very interesting drawing and dragons because of that.
I don't know. Tonight is just a night of a whole.
Hey, it's rather on
bunch of
topic though.
reveals.
You know, I think dragons and drawing and dragons is a fine topic to have here.
Oh, most definitely.
But I know Dichotomy is typing a lot. That's the curiosity of it.
The coffee fought well. What kind of fight did it put up, Oscar?
And not the shoes. I still can't over there's a guy on YouTube who makes needless inventions, or I can't remember what exactly it's called. But he made like Croc gloves, and he got sent a cease and desist letter from Croc. They're like, stop, please. And he was like, I just wanted to make the one. Like, I didn't want to sell it. Fine. And so he's like, he's made like a little like museum-esque sort of thing where he like printed in big the cease and desist letter and like put the little Croc gloves on like a stand about the thing. It's really funny.
That is hilarious, honestly.
Yeah, it's like really, really funny. Yeah, why can't I remember the exact name of the channel? With a shot.
Because it has been a long week.
Mazapan? Is that marzipan?
Shot of marzipan?
I don't... Oh. Is Mazapan versus Marzipan? They are the same. Okay. Oh, no. It's peanuts versus almonds. Ooh.
Ooh. Okay.
Peanuts. Interesting. Yummy. Sounds delicious. I love marzipan. So, I think I would also love mazapan. Is mazapan wings with the dragon? I'm waiting for your response, Dichotomy.
Dichotomy, why did that line give me "is mayonnaise an instrument" vibes?
Is mayonnaise an instrument? Yeah, marzipan is like mazapan, but made with almonds instead of peanuts. And it's delicious. It's marzipan with like an I.
And it's very good.
Yes. It's delish.
That is the plus of it.
I would agree, Pastry Puff.
And the debate continues.
Oh, it was never done. We were just waiting for, I mean, Dylan refired it with that statement. But I would say, yeah, a crocodile's head shape totally fits into one of those head shape body shapes. It has to have scales to be a dragon. Well, crocodile still wins.
That didn't help enthuse. What does your roommate have to say now?
I don't even. Well, did you even ask them about the dragon in scales argument? The dragon crocodile argument?
It eliminates frog or bear dragons?
I guess so. Well, technically, that
Here
polar
comes
bear
Ori.
dragon did have scales on it. Now, did your roommate say it had to be completely covered in scales? Or just have some of them? What is their personal definition of a scale? Is a pangolin a dragon? Can fish be dragons?
Oh
Can
dear, I've
sharks
gone
be
cross-eyed.
dragons? Why have you got cross-eyed?
Now we're breaking down how many scales there are.
I'm just talking about it. Well, again, we're just going down the line of well, it does possibly eliminate amphibian and mammalian and even, avian dragons. It does not eliminate fish, shark dragons.
How about this? If it could exist in the How to Train Your Dragon universe, it's a dragon.
Yeah. That one burpy fat dragon doesn't really have a neck. He's like a round crocodile. Yet, nobody argued that he wasn't a dragon.
That is very true. That is very true.
Exactly. Dragon is very objective terms. That's why we're just pointing out the futility of trying to define it. And thus, I can say that I feel that the vibe of a crocodile with purposeful wings, okay, not stapled on, is vibe enough for dragon.
I never realized how objective just dragon was.
You don't realize how objective a lot of shit is half the time, because a lot of people have very
I am
similar
never making
personal
my kids
definitions.
categorize dragon. Both of our heads are gonna pop.
Don't do it, yeah. I'm glad. Fish
Says
with
fish
wings
with
are
wings
dragons.
dragons?
See, now I would say I don't think that just fish with wings are dragons. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because then you'd have to clarify, like, a flying fish as well. Not clarify, classify.
Because to me, that body shape is incredibly different. And yeah, and for true full-on dragons, I think the 4 limbs are most important. The 4 legs. Plus the things. Now, I think you could get around that with fish dragon by having incredibly prominent fins that are nearly terrestrial limbs. But the other thing is that technically, evolutionarily, there is a chance that wyverns came after dragons. And just like ostriches who lost the ability to fly, or penguins, could have reverted. Or how mammals lost their legs to go back to the sea and became fins, There's a chance that what came first, the sea serpent or the dragon, That's why when we talk about evolutionary and taxonomic trees, it is very important to know the order of events.
It is fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, look at this runway model.
Yes, this is probably going to be our last one, just because I'm kind of going all out.
Slaying.
And even though there is one more available to do, I think we'll probably finish off with this one. We've talked about a lot of stuff.
You guys
here's
made
the
it
dichotomy thing.
all about the debates tonight.
No. See, I'm not saying it's futile to take a side. That was not my argument about it. It is
She was
futile
more so
to use
saying
definitions.
It's futile to classify because there's just so many
It's futile to
ways
argue
you could describe
one way or the other. Like it's one of those
there's
things.
no definitive answer.
Yeah, and thus to change someone's mind, you get like one chance, and if they refute you, you're done. And my stance is, it is a dragon, and you can agree to disagree. But I think it is futile to attempt to convince me otherwise, because you cannot define dragon in a way other than vibe. And my vibe says it is a dragon.
You can't argue with the vibe.
Because that's the whole thing, right? Dylan specifically had an argument about the things that made it a dragon. You know, with the one most prominent in my head being its necklace, which it, one, is not, and two, would then disbar a lot of other dragon stuff. So I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, you get like one chance. You know what I'm saying? You get like, is cereal a soup? And if you say no, you get the chance to say like, well, isn't a soup just a liquid with pieces in it? And then that other person can say, but it has to be hot. And then you can go gazpacho. And then they go, well, fuck, I don't feel like it's a soup. Like there's no, how do you go on from there?
You're basically operating on gut feeling.
Yeah.
Like, just something in you is telling you innately, like, no, this is this thing, or this isn't that thing. And it's hard to boil it down to its bare basics, as Ori proved me with the whole chair situation.
Yeah, so
Although
I guess...
still stand by love seat is just a fancy word for chair.
Well, that is... I'm gonna say that one's factually wrong, because my understanding is a love seat is a specific, like, size difference. You know, like, you get a chair and that's meant to fit one person. A love seat is specifically larger than that. But I can look that up.
They just made up
Is
love
a
seat to make you spend more money.
Seat.
It also comes down to personal experience as well. Like, I had people in my life that use those two words, chairs and love seat, as
well, interchangeable.
Yeah.
Is
exactly.
oatmeal
So
a
in
soup?
my mind, there is
I
no
would say
difference. No. Oatmeal is not a soup.
I would say that
Absolutely
if you
not.
make your oatmeal even questionably a soup, you're not eating oatmeal right.
Well, here's the thing, Ori. I mean, it's thick. It can be creamy, like clam chowder.
See,
New
I don't
England
think
clam
there's a
chowder.
soup that everyone would consider a soup that is nearly the proper consistency of oatmeal. I would love to hear someone's...
But if you put raisins and berries in it, is it suddenly a soup?
No. My argument with oatmeal not being a soup is mostly with the consistency. That's like saying grits are a soup. Like, there's not enough liquid. Like, clam chowder is not thick enough to be oatmeal. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not arguing this one. I do
Is
not
the
think
ocean
oatmeal
a soup?
is
I'm
Is
gonna go
mayonnaise
with
an
no,
instrument?
because it's not man-made.
We've entered this vibe again. Oh my god.
I mean, that's just the whole vibe, Mars. That's just how it goes.
This whole week is a vibe.
Isn't it this consistency of a
Wild.
squash soup? I would say no, because a squash soup is, at least in my experience, rather homogeneous, which oatmeal is not. So just because it's thick because of a homogeneous substance. And I would still say that squash soup is not as thick as oatmeal should be.
Yeah, no.
No. But I'm saying that
Chicken noodle is
that
not
it's the thick and the thing, right? You can't have thick and non-homogeneous and not be a soup and be a soup. That's the word it is. Oatmeal is also still thicker than squash soup. Y'all and your soupy oatmeals are scaring me. That's more concerning here.
Oh no, are we entering hot food takes?
No, I like I like my grits stiff. I like my oatmeal, stiff. I'm not a soupy. Oh, see, that's interesting. Soupy is specifically an adjective on how you like your grits. So grits can't be a soup if you can use soup to describe the grits. I'd never call my soup soupy. It's already a soup.
This is some soupy soup.
Yeah. One of my favorite sayings I learned is apparently something they say in the military, and it's when you're like really like you look like shit and you're like unput together. You look like a soup sandwich.
I've never heard of that one.
And it's and it's like you're like sloppily like you're really sloppily put together and everything, right? And my brain is immediately like, okay, well, if you're a soup sandwich, what about a sandwich soup? Because the implication is that you are two pieces of bread with soup in the middle, trying to hold it together, but obviously incapable of doing so because it's liquid in a bread,
Okay.
But a
Oatmeal
soup
with wings is
sandwich.
not a dragon.
Yeah, it definitely is not a dragon. I feel like that one everyone can agree on.
Can we at least put must be alive in the criteria for dragon? We can at least agree that the creature should be
I would also personally
had at least been alive at one point.
And now this might be a hot take. I might say personally that a dragon has to be a vertebrate.
I could see that. So no spider dragons, no lobster dragons.
Yeah. I feel like that things that are dragons that look like those things would have to have a backbone.
Well, I feel like it needs to have a backbone because of all the musculature and bones for the wings, right?
Yeah, just in general.
Gotta connect to something.
But insect dragons.
A lobster dragon is nightmare fuel.
Ooh, do insects have scales? I would say no, but would your roommate consider them to have scales?
Aren't there certain types of
Is a
insects that
scale
have scales?
Well, okay, if we want to get into lepidopterans, but that's a slightly different argument. I'm more saying, are scales an exoskeleton in the vibe check?
I think that falls out of the vibe check.
Is a dragonfly a dragon? No.
I don't know. Look at Flygon in Pokemon.
I always thought that was a stupid dragon.
Oh, how dare you! Insult my boy like this?
Yeah, and then Gyarados isn't a dragon? Like, come on.
No, Gyarados should have been a dragon.
Yeah.
That should have 100% be a dragon. It's in the freaking mythology that Magikarp is based on. It should have been a goddamn dragon. That made no fucking sense.
What was I gonna say?
No, I'm 100% with you on that one. It should have been a dragon.
But I would stand by that it would have to be a vertebrate. If you get an insect-esque
Sometimes,
dragon,
but it didn't happen until
that's a more
geez,
recent development.
What was the gimmick for that generation? Mega evolving?
Is it Mega Evolution?
I think it's Mega Evolution where Gyarados.
Yeah, because it's Gigantamax is the next one. So yeah, or whatever it is. Gigantamax, whatever. What's the one after that?
I think it's just Gigamaxing.
Gigamaxing, whatever it is. That thing is after that.
Someone in chat, please correct us.
Is an apple a dragon? We're not going by Pokemon logic.
Charizard eventually got his status as dragon. Gigantamaxing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Did you say Gigantamaxing?
I said Gigantamaxing.
Okay, that's why I was like, what the fuck?
Is that not the same letters, just said differently?
The same letters, but it's supposed to be the word giant and max.
What about Giga and Max?
Okay, but you didn't say Giga, you said Gigans.
I have Damon Gant on the brain.
Ew, why?
I don't know. It was just it was a cop out, okay? Ha, literally. Cuz he was a cop.
Aha.
Mega Evolution. Yeah, Mega Evolution is what what we're talking about. That's where they got cool. Fucking hell, Daikon.
I thought it did become dragon.
Gyarados is still never a dragon.
Oh, god damn it. Someone do my boy justice.
Gyarados dragon.
My poor little Magikarp trained so long and so hard just to not get dragon. Rude.
Yep, it just never happens.
He'll always be a dragon in my heart. Like
apparently
he should
there's
be.
a bunch of ones that people think should be dragons.
Oh, what do people think should be dragons?
I don't have the list. I just have it as Gyarados is yet another Pokemon considered to be a dragon Pokemon without having a dragon type. And then it doesn't tell me what the other ones are.
I imagine Charizard is on that list.
Yeah, Charizard has to be on that list. But they became dragon later on. But, you know, they got to be dragon later, so... At least they won the literal evolutionary argument. I'm
still waiting for our dragon evolution.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Give.
I feel like they're like selling themselves short with not just trying to get all the evolutions, if I'm being honest. You know?
We literally have
that's what everybody wants.
Since the region based off France.
Yeah, that was 5, I think.
Yeah, like, that was a while ago. We should have gotten one by now.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing it anymore, but I think that's a bad move.
They have so many.
I think it was X. X Charizard was dragon. Y Charizard was something else. I might be mixing those up.
I think it was X Charizard got the black color palette along with the blue flames, and then Y Charizard just looked like Charizard but beefier.
It's the last one they're allowed to add. Well, give me literally any type evolution. Just start doing them. Why are we like skipping gens and waiting around? Like, you know, like come on, hand them out already.
That's why people got excited.
I was gonna say something else though.
Well, they're certainly not
when
shy about
Mega Evolutions.
They added Fairy.
When Mega Evolutions came out, okay, Fairy was a balanced necessity that sadly didn't work out as well as everybody wanted it to, but
it sort of kind of did, and
they
then
tried.
Really fell apart.
Well, it does one thing, and I'm like, why can't we just make it do more than one thing? A little bit, thanks. But.
We live in a cruel timeline.
We were talking about evolutions. Oh, when the Mega Evolutions came out, whatever game that was when I like first started really getting into art. I was like drawing all the Pokemon in my like sketchbook, and I drew like the 2 Mega Evolutions of Charizard because like they're pretty cool. Their design is pretty nice. Breaking their own rules? Did I say that? Did Mars say that?
No, that was Dichotomy who said that.
Oh.
I think Pastry Puff is asking Dichotomy.
What about like Ghost? Is Ghosts not a Is Ghosts a physical type?
I didn't think it was.
Why are okay? What are we going? What is this based off of? Because I understand like special attack versus physical attack, but like what makes the type physical versus like I've never heard of this. What makes the type itself physical versus I believe all types have special and physical moves. Nice, Mason. I don't know. This is wild new information I've never heard about. I just, you know, I wasn't in Pokemon until later, but it was always like when I played, you had like special attacks and physical attacks, but the types had both, so I was like, I don't know. This is news to me.
Same here. I never realized that.
Interesting.
Haven't played Pokemon in so long, you guys.
This is before we got Pokemon Mars. This is an old, outdated method. Now you have physical and special type attacks, which can be any, you know, damage type. I hope those words I just said made sense.
I think they did. I understood them. I think chat's just talking amongst themselves.
I think that it's more implied, is what Dichotomy's saying, Pastry Puff, than specifically stated. Then like Pokemon came out and said this is how it is. Good night, Mason.
Night, Mason. Always a pleasure.
I feel like they're dumb to worry about that though anymore. Because if I'm being honest, I feel like very few people
I feel like at this
know
point,
about this rule.
Give us the physical evolutions.
This quote unquote rule. To me at this point,
just do it.
Just get it all done. Also, Ghost being physical is stupid.
Okay.
That's just dumb. I hate that.
I understand it being special from the start, but at this point in the series, we've reached a point where...
Well, that doesn't matter. That hasn't mattered in a long time.
It doesn't. I don't know. It's just one of those things where I'm like, as the games currently are, like, the game tells me outright how to win a fight. So why the hell should they care?
Yeah, oh
that
my
all
god,
their
they're
EVs
so
stay
easy.
special?
Also, they added a type. So, like...
If you're gonna break
there's
the
not,
game,
like,
just give it. Give it all.
Yeah. Well, there's also, like they added fairy. So it's like, why bother? You know,
Yeah, but
like...
that was also a while ago, too.
But I'm saying,
They haven't done that in a while.
Well, I don't expect them to add new types all the time. If I'm being honest, I'm surprised they did it at all. But the point is they broke form. You know what I'm saying? They did something else. They didn't, you know, be like, oh, this is the way it's always been. This is how we've done it. This is how it has to stay. Like, would be the implication if they made all evolutions only special types.
I would like more physical options, Dichotomy.
I don't think they did. I feel like they didn't need to force more physical. It feels like there's a lot of physical options. I don't know. It feels like there's more physical options than special options. Normal, flying, rock, ground.
Fighting.
Like
one of the biggest ones.
What are the other ones?
Ground, rock, fighting.
See, I would have made ice physical, right? And I would have made, like, fire physical. And then I would have made poison and ghost special. Like, I feel like it's dumb.
Yeah, ghost being physical makes no sense. But even still with fire and ice, I feel like they were thinking about it like you do spells in Final Fantasy. Like, they probably thought, oh, ice, fire, spells create those out of nowhere, so that's going to be special. You can't create fire out of nothing.
Water?
Physical.
Water is not physical. It's you know, like, I don't know. I feel like the method was flawed here.
We'll have to see when they announce the new Pokemon game.
And that is when I will play Scarlet.
And that is when I will watch reviewers and debate about buying it.
Sadly, Pokemon and Zelda are one of those games that it's just like, nope, I have to have it, because if I don't have it, it'll go away, and I won't be able to get it when I'm finally retired and have time.
See, I find that with Zelda. Just because, like, those games stay consistently good. Knock on wood. A million times over.
Okay, but then ice could have been physical, and we could have made ghost special, and I would have been significantly more happy.
I feel like this is the balancing issues from Gen 1 coming back to haunt the game.
Yeah. Oh, what if they're actually just really scared about doing the Dragon Eevee, that everyone's gonna hate it, because this would be, like, highly looked for. That's why they did the Fairy Eevee first, because it was new and brand new. Nobody had expectations. Everybody has fucking dragon expectations.
No one knew what a Fairy Eevee was going to
Well, that's
look
what I'm
like.
saying. They barely knew what fairy Pokemon, you know, were going to vibe like. But everybody's got dragon vibes. They're just chicken.
They gotta find that balance between scaly and furry.
Yeah. I think we'll make the umbrella this color. Ooh, and we'll make the shades this color.
Well, they still have to use Eevee as a basis dichotomy. Imagine Eevee just turning into an alligator with wings.
That would be very different. Oh, thank you for the cookies, Roval.
Thank you for baking.
Oh, and the biscuits.
Oh, more baking. Guys, there's cookies for everyone. Take one. I may stop by a bakery tomorrow.
Ooh, you
debating
should.
it.
I gotta go to Daiso. I gotta remember to go to Daiso.
I got plans tomorrow, guys. I gotta go to the post office. I gotta go drop some stuff off for charity. I'm getting my nails done. I might go grab a little
Ooh.
treat.
Take your bagels. Why did you take so many bagels, Enthuse, if you don't want them?
Give them out to people.
It feels like you put it on yourself.
Free bagels. Take one.
They were free.
But you can't eat all those bagels. They'll go stale.
Eh. Okay. Yeah, and now you get to give them away for free, Enthuse, instead of allowing the other people to do. Like, I don't know.
Enthuse, what you've done, you basically just taken on another role.
Yeah.
You took on more responsibility. Was this the goal?
I don't think this was your goal. Okay, I gotta finish this one.
You have indeed become the bagel man.
Yeah. Bagel man. Bagel man.
Bagel man does whatever a bagel man can. As cream cheese, yes he does.
Everything is so flavorful.
That doesn't even rhyme.
I know. It's late.
I was actually listening to a video essay before coming on stream tonight, guys. I don't know why.
As Mars is wont to do.
Yeah, as I am very wont to do, because I need a thinking video to get
the brain going.
I need a thinking video to get the brain going. Yeah, absolutely.
Sardonic salt design. I mean, I see what you're saying. The colors really lent it to
I
that
can
too.
see it. I can definitely.
The
see
colors
it.
certainly didn't help with those accusations.
But yeah. So I was watching a video about breakdown of the new Disney movie Wishes songs, and there was this one girl I was watching who just like goes into incredible detail about like why the meter doesn't work, why the stress on the certain words doesn't work, why it doesn't work for conveying a story.
I saw one
Yeah, I'm here
comment
for this.
about it, and it's honestly, I don't think anything can top my favorite about it. And it was like an accusation that it was written by AI because of this one line. It was like,
Oh, was it I'll throw caution to every warning sign?
no, it was like,
I let you live here for free
yeah,
and
and I don't
even
even charge you rent. That's what it was. Oh my god. I died laughing about that one. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's bad.
It was Chris Pine, wasn't it?
It was Chris
That makes me so
Pine.
sad. I loved Chris Pine in Into the Woods so much. I love
Into
Agony
the Woods.
so much.
He was great in the Dungeons Dragons movie.
Yes. Yes, my bard boy. So it kind of hurts me that I will never see this movie with him in it because I like Chris Pine.
I'm sorry, Ori, the movie is not worth it.
Oh, I ain't watching it. I ain't doing it.
It was bad.
Yeah, I know. I ain't doing it. It just makes me sad.
It makes me sad too. Oh, that explains so much, Pastry Puff. That explains a ton.
Yeah, damn. That's so sad.
I knew they hired a pop artist instead of a Broadway musician, which, goddamn, for your
Yeah, like, come
100-year
on.
anniversary, why the hell would you hire a pop writer?
Not
and
that I don't like
someone
pop,
who knows
but like
musical theater?
for the
But
anniversary.
a different genre of music. Pop songs convey. Okay, here's how I define pop songs. Not only do you have the very like shallow interpretation of they're meant to be played on the radio, they're meant to be like kind of self-insert songs, like
It can be
not
very
specific, so you can
repetitive.
imagine yourself repetitive, yeah. But they also capture a feeling in a moment of time, like a very vague feeling, not a ton of detail, but you know that's essentially the purpose. A Broadway number or a musical gives you plot information and moves the story along.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's really funny.
These did not do that.
I think the reason that I prefer alternative music to pop music is specifically because it leans more into like there's more going on with the words sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not meant to be like catchy to like repeat stuff. Because it's like, you know, watermelon sugar sounds good, but it's like 8 words. Like I can't. You know, all the animatics we have is like, it's like classic verse chorus, you know, verse chorus stuff going on. But the verses like mean stuff and the choruses are, you know, have more substance. So, yes.
Same here, Pastry
Yes,
Puff.
100% Pastry Puff.
Ori and I have so many ideas for AMVs regarding outfits.
Yeah, way too many.
A ton. That will never see the light of day. They'll just live in our head.
Yeah. Literally, all the music I listen to is like Outcast, and I very much have that like, shit, I wasn't listening to this song properly, and like imagining the the proper animatic to it. It's restart.
Oh, thanks for popping by, Hunter.
Hello, Hunter. It's very late for you over there? Yeah.
I
Right
think
before you sleep.
so,
Very
yeah.
late. Staying up late. Well, we're almost finishing up here too, so
Yes.
you're not gonna miss out
Ori
on too
wanted
much.
to get at least one done tonight.
I got 2 done. You don't count the first one as done?
Oh, I counted, but this has like the shading, the rendering.
Yeah, this one is much. I vibed really
Beautiful.
well with it, and so you know this is where we went.
No, this one's stunning, Ori.
Why, thank you.
6 a.m.
And you're just going to bed now!
Oh, I hope you have the day off tomorrow.
That's when I have to get up. Yeah, I think it's Friday? Oh, I don't know then. Maybe not.
No. Depends.
You love Canadian sardonics. I'm glad you like Canadian sardonics.
She just commands a presence.
She does. Well, it's that runway model vibe that I was going for.
You nailed it.
Why, thank you.
How
Mhm.
long do your sessions go for?
Oh my
If you're
gosh.
up until 6 a.m. When do you guys start?
Well, it's. I think it just starts really late / early for Hunter in the first place for time zone reasons.
I see. Okay.
Yes, good night, Hunter.
Thank you, Hunter. I wish you a good rest.
Yes, get that well-deserved sleep. And now I'm gonna try one more thing, which I've been doing recently.
Oh.
Oops.
What will Ori do?
All right,
What will Ori
there we go.
do? Look at her. She's beautiful.
I have to save as. Not this. Oop! Sneak peek. Accidental.
No one saw anything.
It's okay. There's stuff people are gonna see eventually. Ooh! Yes. All right.
Nicole, you were on that.
No, I think Nicole is saying ooh to the Canadian sardonics. Conservatory. Yep, the sneak peek. You guys snuck it in there. Art night.
Unintentional, but it
The
did
day
happen.
is 2/8/2024. We'll save the individuals. 2024 1 and 2024 2. All right, beautiful.
Which
Great.
drawing, Nicole?
That works too. Yeah. No, this one, Canadian sardonics.
Ah, okay.
We'll name. What's a good Sacra?
Ooh,
That's her name.
powerful.
Sacra.
I like it.
Done. If Dichotomy's a true Canadian, he knows what I'm referencing. And
Dichotomy will have to confirm.
Sardone. Nice. Alrighty. Well, thank you all for hanging out tonight and chilling and enjoying our funny debates.
Yes, I was not expecting that, but it was
hey,
also very fun.
Worked out on brand.
Very
We
much
will
so.
see you hopefully tomorrow for Ace Attorney.
Yes,
And will my
let's go
voice hold up
see
from being
what
Phoenix
has
again?
become of Maya.
Oh, Dichotomy, you were missed indeed. We're
Yes,
happy to
good
have you back.
back.
And yeah. Alright, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you tomorrow. Good
I'll see you
night.
tomorrow, everyone. Night.